Okay, so now we have our IntelliJ set up. Now let's create our first project with IntelliJ. Here we have some instructions that we want you to follow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to launch my IntelliJ. So let me launch the IntelliJ. All right, so let me put this up here. All right, so here's my IntelliJ. Here's my instructions. Now, we give you some insight on how to create a file and the best practice for you when you create your files. But we're going to create a new project here. Here on the welcome screen, we have what we call the new project. This is called the wizard. And what we want to do is we want to click on the new project button right here. And so now what the wizard is doing now, it gives me information that I can, or metadata that I can put into it. So since this is a Hello World project, let's put Hello World in there. So I'm going to go hello. And the next part of the instruction is telling us to pick a location. Now, I got the location set up here for this document. So let me go in here and let me go to my C. I'm going to go down to user. And then I want to be in my LC 101. There's other ways you can do this. So I want to create that folder. And so in this folder, I want to create LC 101. This is my directory. You don't have to create it here, but I'm just going to show you how to do it here. And then inside of here, I want to create another folder, calling it Java, because it's going to actually go in my file of Explorer. And so I want to put all my Java files inside of Java, because this computer right here doesn't have anything on it. So I'm going to create the Java, because I'm going to have one for JavaScript later. So I'm going to hit OK. So now I have the directory, the path that I want to save my work to. All right, so the next part of the instructions is telling us to choose the file language for the build system. We already know it's going to be Java because that's what we installed. So I want to click Maven right here because I want Maven to be my build system. But now notice here on the JDK, it already recognizes that I have JDK 17 already installed. So it's already ready to go. So remember when we created that environment variable Java home? Well, my IntelliJ was able to find that environment variable. If you don't see this here, your JDK here, you may need to create an environment variable. Go back and watch the video on setting up your JDK if you are not seeing that here. But also too, if you have other versions that you want to download, you can download different JDKs right here as well. And so the next step is telling me to add a sample code option for this project. This will allow you to run the Java in the terminal. So we already have that clicked and checked. Now there's some advanced settings right here. And what we want to do here, we want to keep this as example. Let's make this example. If yours is not showing example, make it example. So we want to, for right now, we'll teach you how to change this later on. And now what it's telling me to go ahead and create it. I'm going to click the create button. And there you go. I have my tree is loading everything. And there you go. I have my main, my POM. I don't need that. And so everything looks like it had installed for me. So let me put this up here. I'm going to make this smaller right now, but this is the tree. And we'll show you more about that later on. But first, let's run this to make sure it's working. We also let you want to know what this system command right here inside of the main. In order for our project to run, you have to have a product static main void method in here in order for this project to run. So this would be our main where we're running our project from my entry point. Now, this was spelled wrong, so I want to put print line in there because I see there's an error. So I want it to be print line like this right here. And that was saying print F. I don't know why I did that. But for me to run this, all I have to do is click on this run button. If you don't have public static void main, you got to have that main in it it won't have these run buttons. So it needs main to be able to run and build. So when I click on this, and it's going to say run main. And so it's building it down here for me. And there you go. It worked. Hello and welcome. And it iterated with this for loop. And there's my hello and welcome that is printing out. Now, go ahead and read the rest of this. This is just to kind of help you understand a little bit more. But this is basically letting me know that my IntelliJ is running, my JDK is working, and so I'm now ready to go into my next piece of the section, which would be the Java Web Dev project. And we'll show you that shortly.